gives a shit?
What up, what up, what up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Good evening, good evening.
So
It's late.
we're
It's
yeah,
late night.
it's late again. So we're
It's
doing
it's really late for you.
yeah, but I'm up all night. I'm a
You're
night
up
owl.
all night.
I'm
You're
up all
not
night.
you're just up. You're just
I'm
out
up all
there.
night. Every time.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What am I doing?
You don't even
Getting
know.
getting
You're
stoned, watching movies,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
watching
fair.
TV shows, playing guitar. This is the only time I can play guitar. Is
Okay.
this late. I can play in the front of my house. Nobody can hear me.
Nobody can hear you.
Otherwise, during the day, my wife is like, "Stop playing guitar. I'm trying to work."
Yeah. Your wife actually can hear you. She just doesn't can't get up. She's like, I can't get up.
I can't get over
I can't get up. But when I do, I'm gonna get his ass.
Yeah, probably. But that's it. That's what I'm
That's
doing.
it. Okay, I love all those things.
Yeah,
I
they're
was
good.
I was painting minis and watching What We Do in the Shadows last night. That was killing me. The TV show was killing me.
Dude, just
It
saw
was
that guy who plays the like older vampire, like 100 year
uh-huh.
old guy. He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
posted on Instagram, "Free Palestine."
Ah,
Why are
fuck
you killing
yeah.
Why are you killing children?
Yeah.
Or why are you supporting that? I don't support it. It was very very clear. It was awesome. It was dope.
It's funny where it really is one side or the other right now. So
Well, yeah,
people
you just got to be clear. You got to be clear about what you want, because they'll snake out of it.
Yeah, I
I
did.
like all babies.
I wasn't going on. Yeah. You had some work over on Friday. You were shooting
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I was
How did
shooting
it
a.
go? How did it go?
It was good. We were shooting. So we're shooting this documentary for a. It's actually kind of cool. Ostensibly, it's called Murr's Apothecary, and they are an apothecary from way back. They're like 150 years old. I think this is their 150th year, and like they were back doing things where like the old German ladies come in with like a recipe of like you know alchemical recipe for the medicine she needs, and they have to like make it at the apothecary. They don't do that anymore, but used to be that.
It
Anyway,
used to be that.
yeah, like back when it was, and like they still have some of the like. Sometimes old
Whoa.
ladies still come in and they're like asking for weird shit. Like one
They have
lady,
to explain to him like, no, I don't have any more toad eyes here. How many times do I
dude,
have to tell you?
one lady came in and was like, "I need a cat skin."
While you were there.
No, like
Oh,
she's just
okay.
telling the story. But it's like, "I need a cat
Cat
skin,"
skin?
and then they're like, "No, we don't sell those." And then his dad, who's the one who owned it before him, was like, "There actually are a few in the basement." So they sold this lady a cat skin.
What the fuck?
And she was like,
Like
she
a
was like,
gram of it, or like
no, it was like a skin, like a full pelt of a cat. Because
Jesus?
you like heat it up and wrap it around your feet. This is what these
And
old
then
German
what?
ladies do.
And
It
then
heals,
what?
it heals your gout or whatever the hell you got going on down there. Anyway, it's crazy. It's funny stories. We were shooting this documentary, and it was really cool. It's fun. I mean, I'm glad they had me on. It was easy. It's an easy gig. I'm not. I'm bringing lights, and we're setting them up, but it's just me and one other guy, and he, he shoots a little bit, but he mostly produces and directs. But it's just a 2-man band, and he's doing
That's
audio
cool.
too.
Yeah, oh, that's
So
nice.
like he handles that. I handle lighting and camera. He handles audio and everything, and like talking to everybody. And it's really fun. I mean, he's lets me do whatever I want. It's fun. I have a couple lights up. I try to use some of the light in the building, but carve it out. I did some crazy ones where I had like a super hard light coming in, like it was like sunrise, and they're having this like conversation in the in the apothecary between like two people, but it looks like sunrise. I don't know. It was cool. It was fun to try stuff out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like for any of you budding filmmakers, get a producer, dude, because like finding a story is a fucking pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you can meet some friends that are like all about like, yeah, I'm gonna find that story. I need the camera guy
Yeah.
to hook me up. That's like a great deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I have a couple people like that I get a lot of consistent work from. They and you're just willing to do whatever they need, which is always,
Yeah.
hard because you don't want to. You don't want to take advantage of yourself and be doing 4 people's jobs for the pay of one, but
Sure.
which can
Still.
happen. I mean, it still can happen. But
Work
what
is
were
work.
you? What were you working on?
I was with my boy Ben, and we were shooting a video piece for LA Times. Um,
Wow.
there's this place in Lincoln Heights called Flat Top. It's like the last green space in this little neighborhood,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and it has this amazing view of like LA, like all of LA, pretty much.
Okay.
And yeah, some doctors want to they want to build a mansion on top of it.
Some doctors, you said.
Yeah. It's their dream home that they want to build on top of this space that the community of Lincoln Heights have been going to and hanging out and chilling and
Why would you want to be that person? Why you would be like, I'm going to build my house on the spot where everybody loves.
it's your dream.
This is the spot everyone in the neighborhood loves. I'm building
I
there.
mean, I mean, the view is insane.
I guess, yeah. I guess it's just too good. They don't care.
The view is crazy. So anyway, yeah. So they're about to the city is about to announce whether or not these people can build on top of this space.
How do you think it's going to go?
It's not sounding good. They bought the land, so like
Yeah.
at that point,
Who owned the
you
land
know,
before? The city? The city?
somebody owned the land before, and then like the person that was ruling on it ruled with the community,
Oh,
but
okay.
that guy now has retired,
Oh, okay.
so it's a new person in.
Got it.
So now, yeah. And
What were you filming? You were filming.
we were recording one of these. We were filming one of these orgs out there. They're called Grow, but they're all about like anti-gentrification nonprofit, and they're based out of Lincoln Heights, and they're there just fighting these people.
So, like interviews?
the
You
bill.
were doing interviews?
Yeah, we did an interview with the person. They're just kind of explaining what Flat Top was, what this area was.
Nice.
But yeah, that was it. It was good. It was
that-
fun.
In an article? Like, is it going on LA?
It's gonna be a video. It's like it's more like it's more like a reel on their page. But yeah, we've been doing a couple of videos with them. Trying
That's
to just
awesome.
yeah, just trying to get some stuff for the portfolio. You know, it's great when you work for the LA Times, bro. I don't. Anytime I say it, anytime, I'm like. I'm here with the LA Times.
They're like,
you.
Welcome.
No one can. Yeah. They. What are they gonna say? What are they gonna be like? Nah. No thanks.
you get a badge.
You got a badge? No, I don't even have a badge. They just believe me. So
They just
They
say
just-
it.
you just
I
say
know what
it.
I'm going to do next time I need to get in a building with a camera.
I don't know the LA Times. I'm like all the way out here. Yeah. Yeah, but it was cool.
That's awesome.
That was it.
It sucks that they're going to buy that land.
Yeah, well, we're hoping Ben found their phone number, so he's gonna call them and see if they'll do an interview with the LA Times, which is us. So
Why would they?
are they gonna say
do that?
no? Come on, man. Yo,
Of course they're going to
listen.
say no.
Nah,
You think
nah,
they're
they
gonna say
gotta,
yes? Okay.
they gotta speak up. They gotta speak up. If you say
hope
no,
so.
then if you say no, then you're really like that it's not a great situation. If you speak your truth, you can at least have some people maybe
Speak your
agree.
truth.
with
You
it.
mean get on? Yeah, they're probably just going to lie to you. They're going to be like, we're
Li-
going to leave some of it open for people to use.
There's
And
a
that's not gonna be
quote.
true.
There's a quote. It's like 3,000 ish square feet, and it's like 4 times bigger than any house that's like in Lincoln Heights, straight up. So it's like a mansion
It's
going.
just this huge
Just
fucking
this-
house.
Just gonna sit right on top of this hill, dude, with this fucking perfect
$10
view.
million just fucking
Just sign
build
it
it.
and just fucking build it.
Well,
yeah,
that sucks.
Yep.
I'm glad you were able to document it.
yeah. We're gonna actually I'll send it to you. It's really awesome. They actually have like a person following them and like filming it, and the piece that they made, it's like 20 minutes. It's really fucking sick. I was actually blown away.
Oh,
I was
nice.
like, whoa. I was like, whoa. Who this?
You're like, whoa.
Because me and Ben were like, yo, yeah, maybe we can like do a longer piece, and then we watched it. We were like, nah, nah, just they got
too
it.
good.
They did it. They did it
Too
already.
good,
It's
yeah.
over. It's over. There's no reason. They nailed it. Yeah, I guess
That's
before we go to the thing, I just I'm sure some people are getting this in the mail. I don't know if you did, but
The Build Expo 2025.
ooh,
What is that?
it's a B&H like Sears catalog.
What is?
And
Oh,
it's
okay.
yeah.
You shopping? Oh, you're shopping.
I'm shopping. FX2 is not available yet in this.
I don't see any items. You're just looking at like.
Okay, listen, no. These are the experiences.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Nice.
Your disco portfolio reviews. Ooh, get shit talked on your work.
Wow.
Who doesn't want that?
Please. Roast me.
Who doesn't want? Do you think my stuff is any good?
Tell me.
No.
No.
You need
Thank
to
you for
work
coming.
hard. Do you have any other photos?
Something else?
Let's see. Yeah. Okay, all right, here. See, they got stuff.
Okay, I got lenses. What are those?
Okay, look. Wait.
What's the
Okay,
newest shit?
first,
Where's the top?
First
front
one is
page?
Canon. First one is Canon, dude. Right off the rip.
Of course.
You want one of these?
So many cannons. What are those? What's the new cannon? What's the new cannon out now?
The first one. Oh, okay. At the expo, stuff's on sale. You save $500. That's like
That's
pretty
actually.
good.
If you're gonna buy
But
it,
you're probably paying 500 to go there and sleep there. So.
Oh, you have to buy it there?
Well, yeah, dude. To see, it's the
I thought
the
you just
Build
ordered
Expo.
online. I thought you could just order it online.
Nah.
All right.
All the Sonys come with a free camera bag, a 128 gigabyte card, and
Wow.
a an extra battery.
Why are they throwing in bags and shit? Is that work? What? I sold my bag. I got a bag
I
with
mean,
my
bags
figure.
are cool. Did you sell your? You sold that dumb K?
Immediately.
I have that dumb K. I probably
it?
bought it off you. I probably bought it off your ass. I should have just bought it from you. God damn.
You still have that? Huh? I want to see that.
I'll show it to you right
Yeah,
now.
I
It's
wanna
my
see it.
favorite
I want
bag.
to see it right now. Then we'll go to the intro. I don't remember.
For all of you that got the build, yeah, look through that catalog. It's nice, dude. Everything's like over $2,000. Everything in the catalog.
Nice.
See?
Oh yeah, I sold that shit.
Yeah, dude. You sold it. Big mistake, bro.
Is this the best bag in the world?
It has the X logo, dude.
Hold on, move it over a little bit. Move it over a little bit. I can't see it. The other way.
It's a little worn. It's a little worn.
Put it in front of you. Yeah. That
You see it?
looks
See it
cool.
glistening? See it glistening? It's got Dumpke.
I guess that's cool.
It came with the rub too. Did you sell the rub with it?
I sold
it came,
it, yeah.
it came. Oh, you did. Yeah,
That's it
nice.
right away.
Well, you're like you get the rub too.
You
get the
can
rub.
use the rub. Don't worry. I didn't
like it.
even try it. I didn't even try it. So
It's
probably
a
is
good bag. I
I'm
think
sure
it's
it is.
it's a great.
I should have kept
I'm a-
it. You're right. It's X fucking branded. I should have kept it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a shoulder bag guy. I'm a shoulder bag kind of guy. That one is a compact. It's skinny. It's a skinny one. You know, most of them. I have this like Wooten Craft. You ever seen Wooten Craft?
No.
It's fucking thick. It's thick. It's real thick.
Okay, yeah, but
Here, hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. I got it right here.
but do you put your camera in that Dom K bag? We're way off topic, bro.
That's okay. That's okay.
We're so off topic.
It's not that off topic. Look,
That's
look,
true,
look,
actually. It's a little bit on topic.
Look. Look how thick.
Oh, that's like a different bag. It looks like the
Look
same
how
bag.
thick.
Oh, it's a little thinner, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Bro, I mean,
I'm
maybe
just
I gotta-
saying.
Maybe I gotta go buy one. What are they
Nah,
going
it's
for
too
now?
late now. It's too late now.
What are they going for
They go
now?
for like $1,000. Just kidding. I'm joking. I don't know how much they go for it, bro. Everyone with an X100 probably wants one.
That's probably true.
They're
All right,
like,
well, shall we go to the intro?
let's do it. Hit it.
What's up?
We back.
That's a good intro. It's rad. It just goes real quick. Just
I love it. It goes bloop, zooms in.
yeah, it could be like an X-Men intro.
Copyright. They're gonna get it, bro. They're gonna catch it.
Just
They're
from
gonna
that?
catch it. They heard you. It was the perfect rendition. It was perfect.
What can I say?
Yeah.
What?
Anyway, we're Pond Collective. I'm
Yes.
J-Roll.
I'm Mike.
And I think we're gonna be talking about our lens kits, our cinematic lens kits today.
For people that haven't seen us before, we're just gonna we talk about camera stuff a lot, but also other things.
So do we go in and out? You'll
But we're
catch you'll catch whiffs.
Yeah. We'll catch
You'll know who we are if you listen enough. You'll understand what side we belong to.
But yeah, so we want to talk about the lens kits today.
I think so, dude. I don't know why I was thinking about this, but
Want to go? You do a lens, I do a lens.
yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, go for it, dude. You go first.
Oh shit, me first.
Oh, you want me to go first? I can go first. I can easily
You
go first.
You
Okay.
Go first. Let me get my first one.
So my kit, I've been collecting this kit since COVID. It was right at Ding Dong. You got a bell in that bag in case someone takes it.
It hit the chair.
The fucking gong goes off.
It
He's
hit the
running
chair.
with it. I've been collecting this lens, these lenses. They're the Contax Zeiss CYs.
Those are dope,
And-
dude.
Yeah, I've been collecting them since COVID. Let me tell you why I've been collecting them. This is a very quick story.
Yeah.
So I was building my first rig, right, with my XT4. I bought a bunch of shit. I was on the COVID paycheck. And I was like, all right, let me buy some camera stuff with this COVID paycheck. I bought some stuff and I rigged it out, all right? And I had my 16 millimeter on it, all right? Which is my
Yeah.
favorite Fujifilm lens ever created. And I posted a picture somewhere. I don't remember where.
Okay.
Maybe it was Facebook or something. And someone commented and was just like, yo, cool rig, but what's up with those lenses? And then he posted a link of from the I can't remember the YouTube, but they talk about the Contax Zeiss. He was like, you
Okay.
should check these out. I don't know if he was working
Just out
for
of nowhere.
just random. It was just like, yo, you should get a cinema lens kit. Like that looks awesome, but you need lenses. So
Okay. All right.
I started collecting these lenses. I'll start with the 50, bro.
And these are fully manual,
everything's manual.
old ass, beautiful
They're from
lenses.
like the 70s and
look-
80s.
They got that vintage look.
Yep. There you have like there's lead in the
In the glass.
coating.
In the
That's
coating.
but yeah, they're awesome. So I have like a AEG set or AEJ, which if anyone collects these, those are the Ninja Star bokeh versions of the lenses. So
Are those sought after?
it's split. Some people like the Ninja Star, some people,
people
don't. The non-Ninja Star ones are a little newer, so
Oh, they're newer.
they might be in better condition because these are so old. But yeah, this is my 50. I haven't gotten it to use it much. I really like it. It's super compact, and it doesn't have. I haven't replaced the mount with a hard mount yet. I just bought one of these. These are like $15.
Yeah.
These little
so,
screw-ons, but they come off, right? You can like accidentally
Yeah. So
screw
you're
the lens
swapping.
off.
So you're swapping it off.
No, this is the only one that's not hard mounted because it was like it's like what $200 to do it. And I was like,
That's fine. No, that's fine.
yeah, it's
That's
fine.
fine.
Yeah, if it's for me, it's for me. It's for me. It's not for anybody else.
Right, exactly.
I've been looking for this lens actually for a very, very long time, and I recently got it off of OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace, one or the other. He sold
Nice.
it to me for $150.
And what
This
is
lens goes for like about 300, or $400.
so you got
A good
so you got a
copy.
good, you got a good fucking deal.
Yeah, yeah. It's a 1.4.
It's a 1.4. That's what I was just gonna ask. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
51.4. That is wild. So it's good wide open.
Full frame. Oh, bro.
It's
Looks
good wide
so
open.
good.
It does
Oh, yeah.
not no coma, no.
I mean, there might be some
no
coma for sure,
fuzziness.
dude. There might be some coma.
All right,
There's
all right.
definitely no fuzziness. There's definitely no
It's not
fuzzy,
fuzzy.
bro. Nah.
My 50 1.2 is fuzzy as
It's fuzzy.
fuck at 1.2.
1.2?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice. I can't wait to see that. Yeah, okay, yeah. And I put the gears on it. Obviously, I bought these off eBay. These to make them all 77, and then I got these. I bought these Earth, so all my lenses have the magnetic because I don't have a fucking built-in one to my camera, which is dumb.
But you were thinking about doing the well. That looks like a good set. Hold on, let me see that magnetic thing again. That looks pretty good, actually. That looks
It's
like a
really
good-
strong.
That looks like
It's
a
really
good
strong.
solution.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's dope. What's the company that does that one?
This is Earth.
And so you get you have to buy a
You have to buy the
adapter?
ring. You have to buy the ring. But then, yeah, you get these, and then they're all magnetic, so you can just stack them on. Boop, 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 boop. If you need more than one, they're all magnetic. I remember, which one did we have? The Manfrotto ones?
Yeah, those were bad.
Those ones were really bad. This feels like
They were like
maybe
the first
like
ones who did it.
exactly. These are definitely they definitely saw those and were like, let's just actually make these
Let's
good.
just do it the right way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. These are cool. I definitely
It's
recommend
unfortunate.
those.
It's unfortunate. No, one last thing I want to ask. The ring. You have the focus gear ring.
Yeah.
Where did you get that?
I printed that.
That's a
actually
3D print, huh?
this is a filament gear.
Yeah. Okay. So you printed that with
Yeah, there's
PLA or whatever.
there's actually like I'll have to find it, but there was a website I found where you literally measure yourself and it just pops out a 3D print for you, like focus
Oh.
gear. And you can tell it how
Oh
many
yeah,
teeth
yeah.
you,
You,
it
sh-
is.
you sent me
Yeah,
that.
it's
You sent me that.
so sick.
Yeah, that
because
is
you know
cool.
they're like what, like are they 18 or like $25 if you buy them off eBay?
So I get the ones I got for my other kit. So I'm going to be showing my newer lenses, but I have my old kit I used to use, which I don't use anymore, and I maybe should sell it. But I bought all the Lux gears for those. So like they were from eBay, but they were like really high quality. They're like rubbery.
Oh, okay.
So I have
Yeah,
a
that's
bunch of
different.
those, and I've been using those for a while. But I think if I was to make one now, I would 3D print it for sure.
They cost pennies.
20 cents or something. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's actually ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Maybe a little more
Okay.
with tariffs, but it's still pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe, but still.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to start with the big boy.
Ooh.
Just because this is the one I use most of the time. This is the lens that I have. This is it. This is mostly the lens that I use. Every other lens after this is going to be like, maybe I put it on.
Niche.
Every
Sure.
once in a while. Yeah. So this is the Loawa. Let me get the focus on it here. This
What a
is the
lens.
Loawa full frame 28 to 70 2.9 zoom lens. It's a cinema zoom lens, so that means that multiple things. It's got a long focus throw, so it's like 270 degrees, which can be really annoying if you're trying to like go from
Go really
close,
fast.
really far. You got to be like this, or get a wireless where you can have it do it. But that's cool. That's nice because you can get really fine focus. A little bit of movement. You got a lot of space to move with. The zoom is parfocal, which means that It's in focus no matter what the zoom is. So once you set the focus and you set it properly, it just stays in focus. If you zoom into 75 or
That's
you
so
zoom
cool.
out to 28, yeah, it's really, really, really useful. It's nice. You just reframe the shot mid shot. You're just shooting
That's super sick.
and just punch in a little bit.
That's
It's
how they do those horror shots, right?
yeah, exactly, exactly. Um, so that's cool. And 28 to 70, dude, 28 to 70 is like all 75 is all I need. You know, 28 seems like it's not wide, but it's like
That's wide.
really wide, and on full
That's
frame
wide.
especially, which
Yeah.
I'm shooting on full frame now. So really awesome, and it's T 2.9, which is not super
Oh,
fast, but
let me ask you. I know it's a T, right? Does that
yeah,
make it? Is that what's the like? Is a 2.9 a 2.9 on a photo lens? Like, is that just like it's
yeah,
basically a
not
2.8 or what?
so a photo lens. So a photo lens measures their f-stop by like a mathematical formula. Like it says, like if the circle that the light comes through is this big, you multiply that by. There's a big formula. You multiply it by the length of the lens and all this shit, and you pop out a number. And so all you need are those measurements. T-stop, they actually run light through the lens, so like it accounts for all the glass. So like on a photo lens, if you have shitty glass that doesn't let a lot of light in, that could affect your f-stop, but it wouldn't change what they mark as the f-stop. The f-stop would always be 1.8 or whatever. But if the glass gets old and shitty, and then you test, well, not gets, but like if it's not well made glass or it has a bad coating or something, it could like let in a little bit less light, and so it's not exactly 1.8. This has been scientifically measured with light shot through it. They measure how much light comes through, and then make sure that it's 2.9, so they only sell 2.9 exactly scientifically, which is interesting.
Huh.
It like accounts
Why
for
wouldn't
the build of of the thing and the glass that you
why
do.
wouldn't
Whereas
why wouldn't they do that with photo lenses though, scientifically like
they
that?
might
Okay.
now,
Okay.
and I don't know that. I don't know.
Okay,
I have
got it, got it,
no
got it.
idea if they've changed and they do that too, but they just call it F because that's what photos do. That might just be the case, but
Got it.
I know that the origination of T was that in photo lenses you weren't doing that.
Okay.
Anyway, ostensibly yes, through a fraction of a stop, but it's 2.9 is 2.9 on F and T. It's the same.
Got it.
Supposed to be the same.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, so that's it, and I
Yeah,
love it,
that's
and
sick.
it's got the exact range that I need. So 75 on a full frame, it kind of feels more like what I would be used to a 50 on a APS-C sensor, but
100%. That's definitely what a 50 would feel like on a
right.
APS-C. Yeah.
So it feels good. It feels like all I would need.
Yeah,
Um,
the I mean, that's the thing with zoom lenses, right? It's like once you get a zoom, you look at your primes and you're like,
yeah, like I can't make myself
let's
take this off the camera. I just can't. I
it's
can't
too
do it.
versatile, too much versatility.
I can just do whatever I want, and it looks
You can
good
do,
doing it. This is
and
the
it
thing
looks
about this
good.
lens. They did it. They kind of did it in the same. They copied old manufacturing like lens groupings or whatever to make this
Sure.
lens. So like
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's got kind of a vintagey feel because it's not like a super like. It's not a
Tack
super
sharp,
tech
clinical.
tack
They use
sharp
that word.
lens. Yeah,
Use that word clinical all the time.
clinical.
How much is that lens?
So this lens is $2,800, I think, or maybe 3,000. And then there's a lighter. This is the heavier version. So they made the lighter version like months later. Sucks. They shaved almost a pound off of it,
Whoa.
and it only is like $100 more, or $200 more, and it's like that would have been worth it. But
That lens is
I
super
already
sick.
had this one, so yeah, it's awesome. And actually, so another story about this lens, I originally ordered the Seiryu similar lens, and that lens was a T3, so not
Uh-huh.
2.9, and it was only 28 to 70, so it was less range. and it was 2 pounds heavier.
2 pounds.
2 full pounds heavier. It was huge. I returned it right away. I returned it immediately, and then
Maybe
this
I
came
should get
out
that
like the
lens.
next week. Dude,
Does it have an EF
get
mount?
this lens. Yeah, it comes with the PL, and EF is like 4 screws. Pop, pop.
You just pop it off.
2 seconds. 2 seconds. I've
But
literally
then what
done
would
it.
I do with my prime lenses?
That's what I'm saying. You won't use them. You just won't.
Yeah.
It sucks. I love my
It's
prime
interesting.
lenses. I just don't fucking use them.
Well, it's funny because I got all these prime lenses and I sold all my X mount prime lenses and bought a zoom for my X mount because that's what I'm using for work. And I'm just like,
I'm
whatever.
just gonna do it with the other.
Just like, whatever. I was like, I don't care anymore. Just fucking use a zoom for all my work.
Well, you already
Yeah.
know. That's the thing I always say. You got to learn on primes. If you don't learn on primes, you're gonna get. It's
Yeah.
gonna be. You're gonna have a weird sense of like when you should be zooming in and when you shouldn't. You're gonna think it's
right,
about
right.
like how far you are, and that's not what the point is. Of just the like close and far. Like it has more to do with you being like lazy when you're out there.
No,
You're,
totally,
like,
totally.
new and just being like, I'm just gonna zoom in because I can.
You just stand and then you zoom
Yeah,
from where you
instead
are.
of-
You pick one spot and then you zoom.
Instead of
That's
just
over
having
with.
that moment where you have to go, I have to, oh, I want this framing, and with this lens, I gotta go up there
Yeah.
and get it. I gotta go
Yeah.
get that. So it's. I think it trains you a little bit better.
Yeah, I would like a zoom lens for dock stuff for sure.
You know, Loawa makes these two Super 35 Rangers that
Mm-hmm.
are, they're half size. They're like that big. Wait, there we go. That big.
Yeah.
And one's like 28 to 35, and the other one's like 40 to 70 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like $1,200. Maybe that's. I mean, they
but-
look really cool.
But they're for Super 35.
No,
bro.
I know. You'd have to like do a crop in.
There's
Like,
so many choices
shoot a
actually for
crop.
Super 35.
There's
when you
so
look.
many choices. That's
It's
what we were
crazy.
talking about. Like, why are
It's
you
crazy.
shooting on the 35, the
Yeah,
Alexa
yeah.
35?
Well, it's funny because once you step up to actual full frame on your thing, when I was looking at lenses, like I actually lost like a bunch of options at that point, which I didn't realize I was going to when that happened.
It kind of sucks. I kind
Yeah,
of
kinda
also
sucks.
was a little bit surprised after
Taken aback.
shooting on 35 so much.
All right,
Yeah, what's your next one?
here I'll do. How many lenses you got?
Um,
I'll do a double here for this one.
4. So that one, I have 3 more.
Okay, cool.
Is that too many?
Yeah. No. I just want to kind of match what you got going on.
I got 3 more.
Here's your range right here, bro.
28 to 85. Nice.
I made these stickers. I made these
Those look
Photoshop.
Dude, those look fucking good.
I mean, I
Can you
copied
make me
them.
some?
Yeah, you want some?
Yeah,
I
I
copied
want-
them. I saw some
I-
guy trying to. I asked some guy. I was like, "Yo, how much for these? How much for these stickers, bro?" And he was like, $25 each. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, man." And then so I was like, "I guess I'll just spend the day making them for myself and just
Where
put
did
the
you get them
stickers on
printed? Where'd you get them printed?
it." It's like sticker.com, something like
They
really
just
weird.
Print you stickers? How much was it?
Circle stickers. I think they were like $15 for. I think it was like 8 stickers.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect.
That's perfect.
This is my prized, made in West Germany. This is a 28 2.8. It's known in the world of vintage lenses as the Hollywood. That's its nickname.
Nice.
I shot this for a really, really long time because I was shooting it without the speed booster on the X mount. So it was like a 28. So it was like a 50. And then when you put it on the booster, then you're at 28. So I was like just kind of swapping between these two. That's why I never really bought the 50 because I was like, I'll
you
just plop
take
my
the
28
booster.
on there.
You just
I
take,
just take the booster off. Yeah, take the booster
Wow,
off.
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah. Yeah, like 4 I had like 4 lenses, but I actually had like 8 lenses. It was like
Smart.
all yeah. So I was doing that for a long time, but I got this on a deal during COVID from some guy in Brazil, bro. He had one. I went through the Facebook group
Yeah.
and I went through for like I went old posts for like and it was like posted like in 2018. and it was 2020. I was like, there's no way this guy still
And it
has
was
this
still
lens.
for sale.
I was like, yo, do you still have this lens? And homie was like, yo, I'll sell you this lens right now. I was like, I got this COVID paycheck, bro. Soon as it hits, bro. Soon as it hits, I'll get this. So this was like, this was my first contact size lens that I had, and it's amazing. I feel like
It's cool.
the I feel like the throw on these is just so perfect. That's
Yeah,
what
what
I
do you think it
really
is?
love.
How many degrees do you think it is?
I don't know how many degrees.
What is that one called? The
It's
28
the 2820.
point 2.0.
Yeah, 2.0.
Nice.
It just feels right. The amount of tension.
Dude, it's good when you get a lens with the perfect friction on
Yeah, the
the.
dampness, right? The dampness is what
Oh
they yeah,
yeah,
that's what,
aka
yeah,
the
this
Hollywood. This is
the
so
Hollywood.
funny.
The Hollywood.
Well, they're also talking about the 21 2.8.
Yeah, what about it?
That it might also be the Hollywood. Um, this doesn't say focus throw though.
Yeah, so I got that one. That was this is my definitely my most used lens. I have this on my camera all the time. This one doesn't really come off. And you say 28 is very wide, and I'm so used to shooting 24 millimeters. It feels I've never really clicked with 35. So I feel like 28 is actually a sweet spot for me. I never shot one before I got that lens.
That's
And
wild that you hadn't shot. Well, I guess they're not very common anymore.
they're not. And Fuji just released they released one recently, like a 28. I had it for a second, but and then the other end of your focal range, not quite, but here's a classic. I feel like this lens is the
85.
yeah, 85-1.4. I feel like this is the perfect looking lens. When you put it on a camera, it's like the size of it
The
and the
right
shape
size,
of
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have one like that. Yeah.
Yeah, this was my second lens. I bought this one off MPB or whatever, or one of those used lens sites. This is an easy one to find. 85 is a very easy one to find.
Even at that aperture?
Yeah. It goes for like 300 or $400. It's pretty good. It's really nice. I actually take like actual photo. This is like of all the lenses of these contact lenses, this is the one I use for like photos. I actually use this
Oh,
one
really?
for photos because 85, is such a crazy, just that portrait look.
And
Look at
when
this
you're shooting portraits like that,
glass, dude.
you don't need to. Oh, dude, it's a fucking
This-
looks like a cavern.
Look at
I'm not
that.
gonna fall in.
Look at that, dude.
What is
This
going
shit
on
is,
there?
yeah, this shit is insane. Yeah, I love this lens. It's really cool. I will say the one thing about these Contact Zeiss is the barrel goes in and out on all of them, so you can't really put a
Same thing with my Distigons. Yeah,
variable on there. Yeah, I think it's just old design, right?
it's just photo. They just didn't. It just
Yeah,
because for photo it doesn't matter,
doesn't matter.
but for video it matters
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What's next for me?
I got one, two. Yeah, I got three. I got three left.
All right. Well, here we go. So I had that. So I'm just going to get on the story. So I can't wait to show you. I have basically like the Zeiss Distagon version of your kit.
Are those
sitting
the
in this
CP?
other case.
Are those the CP2s?
No, they're Distagon. They're not cinema lenses. They're like
Right.
photo lenses for Nikon. They're like you. A lot of the glass is similar. Like the glass design is similar because Zeiss made both of them. So
Right.
like I think I have like a 50. No, I have the 25 2.8. They have a Contax Zeiss one of that, right? Yeah. So anyway,
Oh wait, tell the story about this. I know the story about these lenses. Where you
Which
got
one?
them?
the ones that the old ones.
right? Isn't this?
Oh yeah, I'll bring
maybe-
it up. I'll bring it up.
Okay,
I'll bring it
okay,
up.
okay.
But I'm gonna keep going. So what I'm saying is now then I got the zoom lens, and then that's my PL lens. So I have that's now I'm making a PL kit. So this what we're going over today is that new kit.
It's a PL kit.
This is a PL kit. Yeah. And I have to cover full frame. So it's well the other ones do cover full frame, but they're not PL. Anyway, so I got the zoom lens, and I was like, you know what though, like it's a little bit heavy. It would be nice to have some middle of that range lens, 35 millimeters, right? Would be cool. If in case I want to keep it nice and light, and I just want a regular lens to just shoot and not worry about zooming, I want to get something like that. The problem is, like we talked about, getting coverage for the full frame sensor on anything other than like these old photo lenses or like really expensive cinema lenses is pretty, there's not a lot out there.
It's expensive. It's
It's
expensive.
expensive. Like it
Old
gets
photo lenses are so expensive now.
right. And you could do like I used to have Canon FDs even way before all this. I had that FD set. Those are cool, but they're made of plastic. I don't know. Anyway,
You always talked about those having a weird color cast too.
they did. Yeah, they were kind of fucked up. I think I just bought bad copies.
That's why people are like, oh yeah, you probably
They're just
still.
shitty.
Still.
They're just shitty. But so I was like, okay, what can cover full frame? And I remember watching, you sent the video by that guy who was talking about medium format lenses for shooting cinema and Mamiya lenses. Mm-hmm. I think you sent it to me, or maybe somebody else did. But so I was looking into Mamiya, and Mamiya has some very interesting focal lengths. So they do have a 35, but the Mamiya 35 is a fisheye lens.
Oh, because they're fucking medium format lenses.
They're medium format. These are for the medium format Mamiya film cameras. The Secor C. So the 35 is a fisheye. It's an f4 fisheye. Now I want that lens because that sounds
insane.
awesome. Like it's a full fisheye. It doesn't like
That's
it
so
doesn't
weird.
circle.
A 35 fisheye.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Oh, it's not a circle.
like it doesn't do the circle in like the vignette. It's like full. It like covers the full sensor, but it's bowed in the front. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I want that lens. Like I think about that scene in Poor Things where they shot
Yeah.
with the really really wide lens and
fucking
they're
in
doing
the corner.
dance. They're doing the
Yeah.
dance scene.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
so this is the next one up, the 45 millimeter
45.
f2.8.
That's nice.
Yeah, you got the Secor C down here. Let me see if I can get it even closer here.
How much does that lens run for?
This lens is about $200.
That's a good price. That's a good
It's
price.
not
for
a
an
bad
old lens.
price, and
That's
it's
a good price for an old
beautiful.
lens.
This lens is so beautiful. Like, it's just this is like a very sought after lens if you had that system. Not sought after, but like because it's pretty cheap. But you needed to have this.
You would
lens.
have I mean, at that price too, right? Everyone
Yeah,
probably
you
had
would
that lens.
So it's 2.8. It's got the clicky. I declicked.
Yeah.
I declicked.
Oh, you declicked it yourself?
Yeah.
Nice.
Declicked it. Wait. where's the line? There it is.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and then the only bummer about this lens is this is one of those I was talking about Lux. You can kind of see the
Oh yeah, it's a little rubbery
logo
looking.
there.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like rubber. It like squishes a little. I just grabbed this from one of my other lenses that I wasn't using and threw it on here, and it fit perfectly for whatever reason. You know, they're like perfectly sized for certain lenses, but it worked.
Yeah.
On this one.
How does that work? How did you get that managed?
I just this is the same size. I guess I was just lucky. But the problem is that the mount, the Mamiya mount, has to be changed over. You have to switch it, like you were saying.
No matter
with the
what.
Contax, you just have to do it. You can't.
You have to.
People sell adapters that you could just screw on, but you don't get infinity with them. So, so I had to swap the mount
Ooh,
out. This was.
Do you think that happens to mine? I didn't know that. I'll have to look at.
You should try. You should check it. Check infinity.
Yeah, interesting.
I mean, you may not
Interesting.
need infinity with that lens. So that's another. That could be the. If you don't need infinity, there's no reason to worry about it. You can get it. You can get pretty.
I
far
mean,
out
I'm
with it.
gonna need the lens to be working for sure.
That's what I feel like. I'm just saying. So I swapped it out, but that's the problem is that it's $200 lens, which is totally awesome price for a lens.
$200
$200.
to swap them out.
$200 swap them out. So we're talking about $400
Well, hey.
guy here. But I do love it. I also spent a shitload of time getting the focus ring to not be totally fucking seized up. So when I got it, it was like crunchy. And
Okay. What did you do? What did you do?
So I shouldn't say it's not the right way to do it.
Okay.
I like flushed it out with, which you're not supposed to do, because you can get grease all over
Oh yeah, right.
all over the aperture rings. But I was putting like alcohol, like 99% isopropyl in there,
Whoa.
and what that
Yeah,
does is
man.
that breaks down all the grease.
Yeah, yeah.
If you can get it to not go on the aperture blades, it's good because then it degreases it, and then you can just
Sure.
sort of like shoot grease into the top and kind of work it down.
Cool.
Because the top comes out and you can kind of see the coils where the grease goes. So you kind of flush it all out and you work it out, and then you clean it, and then
I mean, tell you what, $200 lens. I mean, it's not that much of a loss if you do fuck it up.
that's
At
what I'm
least it's
saying.
not a-
That's what I'm saying.
This is not a $900 lens where you're like,
I knew
should I-
it took a lot of work, but I knew I could get it. Like I knew I knew how to do it. You know, I've seen people online do it, so and it's really smooth now. It feels really good. It's
I mean, you're not gonna get rid of that lens anyway.
so
That looks
that one.
awesome.
It's
That
really
looks
good. And so yeah, I don't use it a ton, but like there's been a couple of times where I'm like, I'm just gonna be beasting this thing with, you know, I might use
Yeah.
it on an upcoming shoot because I'm shooting like guys just interviewing people at a red carpet, right? And it's like I just need like
Just
this should be
one.
perfect. I just stand a little bit back, get them both
Just
in
go
it,
back.
just shoot.
Yeah,
Don't have to.
done.
There's no reason to be zooming in and out. You just want to get the interview, right? So maybe I'll just throw this on so I can just hold it, and it's super light, and I don't have to fucking like.
It's the idea though. I feel like that's what the zoom does. It's like you're in your mind you're like, I'm gonna miss something if I don't have the capability of zooming.
It sucks. It is what you're thinking about. Yeah.
Which is not true, really. I mean, maybe sometimes, but most of the time, no. I mean, I haven't.
It's
this
not
is the
true.
f-
It's not true at
This
all.
is the first zoom lens I've owned in like 12 years.
It's
And
not
I've been
true.
shooting. Yeah.
It's not true at all because like maybe if like you're I think there's particular things that you could be shooting where you're like if you don't have a zoom you're gonna miss stuff.
Yeah.
People talking on a red carpet, it's not like they're
Yeah,
gonna run. It's not like they're gonna
yeah,
run
yeah.
all the way over there. I still think about it, but like I don't need it.
I
They're
think
not
the
gonna
issue
run
is
away.
I think the issue is being too tight on your lens. So if you're like super tight on your
in
lens,
case this one's too tight.
I'm
it'll
saying
be fine.
not even that one, not that one. But I'm saying if
oh.
you put like something tighter, then maybe yeah, okay, you might
Yeah,
not
like
be
a-
able. But
like a 50 or like a 50
Yeah.
or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, you might be right. I don't know. It's. I think I can do it, but I'll probably end up bringing the other lens just in case I get into a bind
just
because
in
I'm like,
case, right.
you don't want to be in a situation where you don't have it.
In a bind,
so
in
I'm
that
bringing it-
bind.
I'm bringing it all anyways.
Yeah, bring it all anyway.
Yeah. The other last thing about this is I like my new upgrade. I'm happy about because if I do end up going with large format and so at some point, or just renting a large format, I have lenses that will work. So this lens will work on large format. And the
Damn,
other,
I didn't even think
my other
about
one.
that.
Yeah, so if I go to GFX, this will cover the sensor.
Yeah, only some of these cover the GFX sensor. I've tried them all.
Really, that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, some of the longer, basically the longer end of the Zeiss Distagons that I have will cover.
Right, those are better. yeah, the
yeah.
longer ones.
We'll cover it.
What how many more you got?
I got one more in my.
Oh, you got one more.
Two
Okay.
more. I got two more.
Oh, two more. Okay,
in my
perfect.
kit.
I'll show my niche lenses.
I might have to go run and get one. I think I forgot one.
Okay. I got a 135 2.8. They have a 2.0.
This is perfect.
I got this off of an old Asian man off Craigslist. Craig's. Okay.
Oh, I still use Craigslist.
Hey, I still search there just to look,
You
just
got
to
to.
see. Yeah, just in case. Some people are there.
You got it.
There's a really funny thing about this lens. Let me unscrew this. It has a inbuilt hood.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's super tight, right? Look at that.
Every lens should have that. That's so
Every
good.
lens, yeah, it's
That's
actually really
awesome.
crazy. I don't really ever use this lens. Only like I've only used it a handful of times. It's just too long, right? You know, just too long.
Yeah, I find that though that I have one similar. I'm going to show, and it's not quite that long, but I feel like what it's good for is um, B-roll. If you have a lot of space, you can get some really cool B-roll shots with it.
Just back up, yeah,
Just back up.
back way up,
And if you're doing a very dramatic interview,
yeah.
you want,
Go
I mean, one of
close.
those like super close, like move the camera
Yeah,
back, but you blow the whole background out. It's just the head,
just the head.
but only in those very rarely am I shooting an interview like that.
Yeah, it's very niche, but you know, 135 was one of my first photo lenses that I had too. I used to shoot that I used to have the 135 f2 by Canon. I used to shoot my portraits with that all the time. So yeah, I had to have it. I barely use it. I think the one time I ever really used it was we did some nature stuff. I was shooting some birds. So
Yeah, I
the you
like it. I
know
like it for that too. Yeah.
135 on a X mount without the speed booster, that's like almost
Nice.
250 or something. Yeah,
Nice,
something
nice, nice.
crazy.
You should, yeah, you should definitely shoot. Man, did I show you that guy that has the Pixis that shoots like African wildlife?
Yeah. I've seen that. I should take it on the tripod and just point it at birds
That's
sitting
what
on
I'm
the
saying. Or like
Yeah, right.
go
Just
to
point it at
like bring it when you go hiking or camping, and yeah, just
uh-huh.
like set it up and see what you
And just
see.
point it at something.
Yeah,
That's actually a smart.
I think that would be
This
fun.
is
I should do that too.
I'm falling more and more in love with this fat boy,
I love
this
that.
thick
I
ass.
love that lens.
This is a 60 macro,
Yeah,
1 to 1. It
yeah,
gets
that's amazing.
crazy. I can get like, I was like shooting. If you max it out, you can kind of just push and pull with the actual camera itself to get
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
it's like in the movies, right? Where you see like the face and like the eyes going in and out, and the lips are like going in and out. Maybe shoot like some fingers. But, but here's the issue with this
Some
lens.
fingers.
Look at this.
What's going on? It's so
It
long.
extends when you go
In
macro.
Oh my god,
So it's
that's so weird. So you can't really use like a
you
follow
can't
focus
use
on that, right?
no. I mean you can. It stays put, but that's why the ring is like
The
the
center stays
rings.
put.
No, it doesn't stay put. The follow focus does start to travel, but that's why it's so thick because
That's wow.
it does. But
That's
I
cool.
don't actually use a follow focus. Maybe I should.
Yeah,
Maybe if I got a good one.
I don't know how you don't use the follow focus, but
I
mean,
just
it makes
I
sense.
just
I
don't
mean,
have it.
if it works for you, it works for you. I just can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, this
That's
is a
so
2
weird.
point.
That's so
This is a
weird. What a weird
2.8
lens.
as well.
What a weird lens.
Um,
Is that
funny
like
story.
empty in there, or is it there's like
Yeah,
glass on the
yeah,
front?
yeah. Yeah,
So
look,
it goes deep. You can stick your finger in. Oh my god, that's so weird. That's a really weird lens, dude.
it's a very, very weird lens.
I
I
love it.
actually, I
Shoot a music video with that fucking thing.
I bought this off of Craigslist as well, and I met this guy who ended up wanting to talk for like an hour and a half. He kept me in the back of his car,
It's like you're buying
just
drugs in the
fucking
mid 2000s.
chit chatting, bro. And I was like, dude, this is too much. But I his post, he was selling something else, and I saw this lens in the background. It was like in the background. I was like, hey, bro, I see this like 60 millimeter in the background of this photo. Are you selling that one?
And he
And
did.
and when I met up with him, he thought it was hilarious that I was like
Ridiculous.
that I ended up
You're
like
like
asking. He's like,
spied on
bro,
his picture.
yeah, he's like, dude, what's going on, man? Why do you want this lens so bad that you like noticed it in this like photo?
That's so funny.
Um, it actually has a tiny little dent on the filter ring, but it's perfect. I can get the filter on,
Mm-hmm.
so the filter's on now, and it's perfectly
You
fine.
can just
But
leave it. Yeah.
yep, but yeah, I got. You know, it's funny that like a bunch of these old heads, man.
What's
They
the
had
f stop?
these.
What's the f stop on that?
This is a 2.8. 2.8. So everything
That's
is
all you need.
2.8 or
That's all you
lower,
need.
baby.
Like
Everything's 2.8 or lower.
that's my everything is 2.8 or higher. Mine are all just 2.8, but 2.9 is the zoom.
Yeah, that's 5 out of my 6 that I have here. The set is almost complete.
All right, so I have a very similar lens to your first one, the 85. So I wanted. So the other thing I was thinking is it only goes to 75. What if I need to go a little bit closer?
Tiny bit closer.
So Mamiya has a couple options, but again, you gotta
Yeah.
swap. You gotta swap that
Mount.
mount out.
Okay.
So I looked at the Pentax 6x6 has these lenses. So these are fat boys.
Whoa. Whoa,
So
that looks crazy.
it's a crazy lens, dude. And this is a 105 millimeter 2.4. So I lied. There is one lower than 2.8.
105 though.
So it's only a little bit closer. It's more like an 8, probably closer to an 85 look.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah, it's cool. I love it, and I think this is the second lens I use the most because I often am just like I just want to be a little bit closer. I know what I want on this shot, so I'll swap it for my zoom at 75. Yeah, and then so the nice thing is you don't have to swap the mount because you just get a dumb adapter.
Oh,
This
dumb
is from
adapter.
Photo
Done.
Diox. It just
Yep.
just snaps
Classic.
right on. So the flange distance, it's got plenty of space. So you don't have to swap the whole mount. Click that on, so it goes on like that, and that's your PL right there.
Look at that PL.
And then I just have like a stupid focus ring on this one.
Yeah, like a zip tie one.
Just it clips right there, but it works. It's fine. It's in the right spot. It's cool. It's just I love these old lenses. It's got all this old markings and shit
So
on it.
good. Yeah, so good.
Wait, where is it? Go, come on.
Sorry, what brand is this again?
So this is Pentax.
Oh, it's Pentax. Yeah.
Pentax.
I feel like all those
The
Pentax lenses, dude.
there it
That
is.
camera's the camera's so popular.
Takumar.
Yeah, Takumar. Yeah.
Takumar.
Pentax made that crazy. They had all those
Asahi.
crazy medium format cameras.
They did have a ton. So this is for a few of them. There's other ones that don't work with the flange distance is really it's really
Oh,
right
because of the
up against.
flange.
It's really right up. So there's different cameras that if you get the wrong
Why don't
Pentax, it
you?
won't work.
Can you explain
here's
explain
the,
the flange distance thing in case anyone watching doesn't know exactly what that means when you're adapting vintage lenses to
Yeah,
camera
I'll
bodies?
try to do it quickly. So, the lens always the lens is built so it's always like a certain distance away from the sensor or the film gate. So
Yep.
that's how it's built. It knows that it's going to be 55 millimeters, 45 millimeters from the sensor or the film gate. So that's it. I mean, so like if you have a camera that the mount is 45 millimeters away from the sensor, then you can't mount a lens on it that has a shorter one. And so there's cameras like mirrorless cameras have a really short flange distance because it's
So
like
small.
the sensor's right there. You just clip
It's
the
right
lens
there.
right on.
Could
But old
scratch the shit out of your
DSLRs,
lens.
yeah. Old
Just
DSLRs,
fucking crank it right in there.
old DSLRs have the mirror, so you have so much more
Yep.
space. They have to have straight up 40 to 50 millimeters of space just to fit that mirror in there. So EF lenses always adapt to mirrorless because they had to make them with a larger flange distance. So that's why the Mamiya, they obviously created a medium format camera that the lens was right up close to the film in the camera, and I think it had an optical viewfinder. Those cameras had optical. Oh no, they were the. I think they were optical. I think there were optical viewfinders that you got on those. Anyway, so the flange distance is so short that you have to like adapt it. You have to like take the mount out just to make up for the like millimeters you're missing
space.
and
Yeah,
put a smaller mount in. But this one, these cameras that the Takamura 6x7s,
6x7s.
I guess they just mounted, probably because they had the big mirror in there, like a huge mirror. I'll let you
Yeah.
see my mouth. That's
Yeah,
great.
plenty of space. That's hilarious. Yeah,
So you
there it
can,
is. There it is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So they had the big mirror in there, and that's why they needed so much more space for it. So this one adapts no problem. You got plenty of
Yeah.
room, and it's so crazy how far away it must have been from the lens, right? Because this is the so this is the where the lens ends. This is to adapt to PL. PL's another like this much. So this lens is like this far from the fucking film on this original camera. Why is it so far away? That's crazy.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look at
guess
what
the
those camera designs are, but
Yeah, that's really weird.
really weird. Anyway, I love this lens. The other, what I saved a secret. You had a secret for me.
Oh, huh.
Oh,
A metal hood? Dang, that was made with that camera.
Yeah, it's for this lens.
Why
It's
did
awesome.
camera-
I love it.
Why
So I
did-
don't even
yeah,
have to
why
do
did,
a map box.
Why did camera companies like go away from all these cool, weird stuff
know.
they used to do? You know,
Because they're lame now and they just want to make money.
like that. Look how sick that looks.
It looks so good. So I just use this. So I don't even
Yeah, that's
move the
beautiful.
map box when I put this one on. I just use that to block the flares.
that's
Because
perfect.
this lens flares like crazy.
Yeah, you love it.
It's a little too much sometimes. That's why this.
Oh
thing is-
yeah.
It flares like it goes crazy in the sun. Shit
that's-
everywhere.
That's probably why they have that giant map box that it comes
Exactly.
with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
That's
it. And
cool.
I have one
6x7. Yeah, I got
it's an
one more
awesome
too.
lens. It's an awesome lens, and again, it is future proofed for the large format if I want.
All right. I just bought this lens. I sold a Warhammer 40K painted World Eaters army. And I was like, dang, what am I
Warhammer's
going to do
gonna
with
Come get you, dude.
like what am I going to do with this extra cash? I was like, you know what? I need something wide. I need to go wide.
Dude, we're on the same track. I love this.
I'm gonna go wide, bro.
What do you got there?
This is a 21 2.8, maybe.
Nice.
This is
Oh, that's a beautiful lens, bro. How much was that thing?
this was a cool 900 doll hairs.
You sold an army for
Oh, I sold the army for much more than that.
That's insane.
This was the portion I was gonna spend. The rest went into the bank account. Listen,
Damn
this I haven't really gotten to use it too much.
What?
It's very wide.
It's too wide.
It's not too wide, okay? I just haven't been able to put it to the correct use, okay? I don't think I should be shooting people with it that are close to me. That doesn't. I had this lady.
I
who
mean,
I was like,
don't get too
you
close. Don't get too close.
I was too close. That's what I'm saying. I was a little.
You might have to
too
keep it back a
close.
little bit.
I gotta back it up.
Yeah.
And the one really bad thing about it is it has this built-in, pretty much this built-in like hood.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a hood, but it just kind of. I
Well,
don't
it
know
needs
why.
that
The
big
design.
giant piece of glass on the top. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big giant piece of glass, but this is a 82, right? So when I bought the lens, he had an 82 to 77 filter adapter.
Okay.
I was like, perfect. All my other lenses are 77. I put that on. I put it on the Pixis, and of course the corners are vignetted because you can see it. You can physically see it.
The like part that it's screwing in is like
Yeah,
on it.
just
Yeah.
the tiny part. So I had to buy a ND, a separate variable for this one. This one doesn't protrude when you zoom in and out, when you focus it in and out.
Right.
But the color on this ND is a piece of shit. This is
Damn
a
it.
KNF. It's a KNF concept. It looks
Damn
way
it.
too orange. It looks
Damn it.
so orange. When I was shooting
Damn
it,
it.
I was looking at the footage. I was like, this, like while I'm shooting it, I'm like, this doesn't look right. I'm like,
Damn it.
this ain't right. So
I hate
this
when that
lens,
happens. I hate when you
yeah.
finally realize it. You're like, fuck.
Yeah. So I feel like this lens isn't ready yet because I don't have NDs for it yet. But I will say when I did buy it, came with the. It's already adapted, which is nice. I don't have to adapt it. He already had the focus ring on it. It was
Right.
cine ready. It's not declicked. None of my lenses are declicked. I need to do that.
Yeah, you
This
don't
is
have
my
to.
yeah. This is
It's
my only one that's MMJ, which is not a Ninja Star because they did not make this lens when they were making the AEGs. So no Ninja Star Bokeh, but it's a 21. I don't really. I mean, all right, I take it back. I did do some close stuff with it. It gets real close. I don't know the exact numbers, but it gets
it's got
very
macro,
close.
yeah. So I love when those wide
It's
lenses have macro.
yeah, it's such a cool look.
That's
I'm
awesome.
really excited. I haven't gotten to use it as much as I want yet, but this I'm one lens away from completing this set, bro. Like a
What's the
35
last one?
1.4. 35 1.4 is the last one.
35. Well, 35
It's a
1.4? That's
it-
cool.
it's another $900 lens, so it's a
That's
big
not
spend.
bad for a 35 1.4.
No, it's not bad. It's just like I have a 28, I have a 50, a 30. Like the 1.4 would be the real reason to use it, but I don't know. I feel like kind of like with the zoom, right? When you have so many lenses, you stuff doesn't get used. That's just a matter of fact. Like if you're a prime shooter, it's really like three, right? There's probably like three that you are yeah, two. Right,
Maybe a
right.
third one.
Right,
But
maybe a third one that you're using most of the time. So, I don't know. I just got the 21. I just got the 50. I'll wait to get the 35, but I will. It will be cool to actually have this full set, which is kind of sick.
35 is an interesting fucking. It's a weird focal
It is.
length.
I've never clicked with it, but it's probably because I never used it enough. You know. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
agree. I agree. I gotta go get my last lens. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Go. 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 I'll keep talking. Um. Yeah. I feel like the 28. If anyone's looking to get these lenses, my first set, I think, if I were to go back, 28, 50, and the 85. These three can get you started. The 28 will be the big spin if you can even find it. It's a tough these days. These days it's really hard to find this 28. I feel like people are either getting rid of their whole sets and you have to buy their set, or it's just hard to find these lenses now because vintage lenses are just so popular now, dude. It's tough.
Well,
It's a tough world.
it's the way to go because
It is. It is.
they're so cool. I feel
The
like people
look.
slept
The
on them, and
look.
now everybody's into them.
Everybody's into them.
So I shouldn't have bought this lens. Straight
Is
up.
this your newest lens?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just
I
showed my
shouldn't.
newest lens. This is the same. We're on the same boat.
I know we're
We're
on the
same
same.
boat. Let's
We're
see
in
what
this.
this
We
is.
took the same path here.
I didn't need a
Um,
21. I didn't need it, but I had the cash.
I didn't need this lens,
Let's see what
and
this
actually, I
is.
didn't have the cash. I probably should have gotten it,
Just fucking did it anyway.
but I did it anyway.
I mean, I had the cash. It could have been used elsewhere for sure, but
okay, so I said like, okay, I had the 28 to 70.
uh-huh.
I wanted something in between. Then I wanted something longer than 75.
Yeah, you gotta go the other way.
I need something wider. So
You have to.
this I have only used this one lens once.
See, it's the same exact. You're saying the same exact stuff that I'm saying. The Irix. Oh, that's right. That's right. I didn't
Irix
realize.
1526.
Didn't you get this on a deal though?
Yeah, so it is used. I did get it used.
And for anybody watching this, get used gear,
Dude,
please.
just buy used.
Just-
Don't be afraid of it. Don't.
People do not use their camera gear the way
Just
you
look
think they do.
At the
Yeah,
pictures.
look at it.
Just look
Yes,
at the pictures.
you'll
And if they
see.
don't have
And
the
ask.
pictures, tell them for
And
more.
ask them. Be like, yo, how long
Ask
have you
them
had
how
this
they
thing?
use it. Yeah, exactly.
Do
and
you
what
use this
do.
lens? Yeah. What do
You-
you work? Are you a working person?
You shoot
Like,
people surfing? Is it full of
what
sand?
is this? Yeah. What is this?
Yeah. So anyway, I put this tape on it. I just tape my lenses so that they color look the same. That's why the tape's on it. But
Like like design choice, you're
No, no,
saying?
no. Like all my PL lenses have this color. All
I
my
thought
other
you were like
lenses.
I thought you were like I just like a yellow
No,
stripe
no,
on
no,
all
no,
my
no, no,
lenses.
no.
Okay, okay, okay,
I
got it, I
just
got it,
wanted
I
it
got
to
it.
be easy to be like, oh, these are my PL
Yeah,
lenses.
no, that
These are
makes
my. I
sense.
don't
That
know,
makes sense.
that does. It's not that useful, but anyway, it's there for that reason. Um, it's cool. I mean, it's nice. This is a new lens, so this is not a vintage lens. It
Hmm.
is used, but it's not vintage. This is a they made this lens contemporarily. It's got a huge throw. It's 15 millimeters. It's way too fucking wide, like uselessly wide.
15 is
It's
insane, dude.
ridiculous, dude. It's way too fucking wide.
Somebody sent me the 17 to 40 Canon to try out. He was trying to sell it to me, and I was looking at it seven. I was like, what would I use
It's
17 for?
it's stupid. It's honestly stupid. I don't know why I bought this lens. I used it once. It's been good for architecture. Like if I'm shooting a building, it's actually really cool to be able to get kind of like close to it
Yeah,
and still get it all in the shot. And it's not. This is like 0D, like zero distortion. So
that's crazy.
yeah, so it's nice to be able to like shoot a building in a different way than you normally would, where you have to like go across the street or whatever. It's got this like bulbous
Yep,
lens
yep.
in the front.
That thing looks sick. That's a PL mount too, huh?
It's cool. It's PL mount, yeah. And the reason I went to PL mount was because I wanted the L mount Blackmagic, and they have the L mount to PL mount with the drop-in filters. So that's where you can put the filters in between the lens and the sensor.
Yep.
So I have like a VND that goes in there, and I have a CPL that goes in there, and then they just have a clear one too. But so
That's
you have to
nice.
buy. So
So
it's nice
nice.
that it's so easy. I love. I mean, that's been a game changer for my shooting. But finding PLs that fit on full frame is not easy, and they can't protrude past the PL mount point. So some of them go like up here, because there's a lot of distance. But you can't because the filter has to fit. So you have to make sure that the lens will work with the adapter. But this one does, and it is weird. It is so weird how wide it is, and I don't know why I'm going to use it other than like a building, the one time I need to shoot a building. So
You gotta do like those vast shots, you know?
like, yeah, I should take it
Just
landscape shooting. I wish
yeah,
I need to do a vacation, and like I need to go on like a
yeah.
trip where I don't bring my still camera. I bring my video camera, and I just shoot video
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is.
because I haven't
It's
done that.
tougher. It's tougher, but
It's
it
heavier. I mean,
is.
it's a lot more work.
It's a lot more shit. It's a lot more
Yeah, it's
stuff.
a lot more shit. But going out shooting some landscapes with this,
Yeah,
that
that would be
could be
sick.
kind of awesome.
That would be sick.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll go to the beach this summer and see if I can get a big fucking shot of the beach.
Yeah, that's so.
Oh,
How many?
it has it
How
has
many
this
lenses
too.
you got?
It has
How
this
many
too.
lenses are in your PL kit? Is that four? Five? It's five.
Four.
Four. Four.
Four. Zoom lens,
One's a zoom.
45, 105, 15.
Okay.
I've
That
been considering getting. I shouldn't even think about it. Something that's wide but not this wide.
oh.
Then I'm gonna get rid of this lens.
And then you're gonna get rid of that.
I gotta get rid of
'Cause
this lens.
you're gonna be like, it's too zoomy. How much was that lens?
Oh, this lens was $600.
Okay.
Too much.
You,
Shouldn't
you
have
could
bought it.
trade. You could
Didn't
trade
need
that
it.
for something easily.
I think I'll sell it for 600 easy. So I have
Yeah,
no-
you could trade that for something
no
easily.
Yeah, and the only other thing I wanted to show was just my old kit. I won't go through all of them, but it's similar to yours.
It's cool that you got it in that case.
Yeah, so I bought it. I'll tell the story. I bought it because my buddy
Oh,
works.
yes. The story's insane.
My buddy worked at a. I gotta figure out how to get this in focus. Hold on. There we go. My buddy worked at a rental house, and he worked at Zacuto. So you guys probably might know Zacuto because they sell like film gear and like follow focuses and
Yep.
like shoulder mounts. He worked at the head office of Zacuto here in Chicago, and they had a rental house which they don't anymore, and they were selling all their rental shit because they were stopping doing rentals.
Oh, how amazing is that?
And he offered me this entire kit for $400.
It's disgusting.
So I can't get rid of them.
I
So I
mean,
have
good.
I've got the Zeiss 25.
Yeah, those are the CP2s, dude.
No. These are Distigons, bro.
Oh, it's the okay. CP2s are the new ones.
Those are the new
Distagon,
cinemas. These are, see, you can
Distigons are the
see.
ones in between these Contax Zeiss. It was
Yeah.
the
These are
Distigons and then
newer.
the CP2s. Yeah.
So that's the Discount 25 or 35 F2. It's cool.
400
400
doll
bucks. 400 bucks. This
hairs.
thing alone is $600. So
How
ridiculous
much?
deal.
How much do you think that kit would sell for?
We'll see. I mean, this is 600.
Okay.
What else I got in here? Oh, this isn't part of that kit. That's a different one. 50 millimeter f 1.4, not 2. It was a 4. This thing's
Sick.
so soft. I think this thing's only like 200 bucks.
So tiny.
It's so soft at 1.4. You just gotta go
It's
to 2.
soft, huh?
But it is tiny. It's tiny as shit.
Zeiss isn't known for being soft, though. What's up with that?
But it must be something wrong with the lens then, because
No,
at
I've
1.4, it's
never.
super soft.
I feel like Zeiss is one of their main things is being nice and
I
sharp.
mean, again, maybe something fucked up. Maybe it's got haze in there or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be
This is
some
a
haze.
25.
Another 25?
No, that
What
was
was
a
the first one you
35.
said?
35.
Oh, that was
So this
35.
is 25 f 2.8. This is an amazing lens. It's a super macro lens. Like you can focus like
Those
touching.
lenses are cool, dude.
So
Those are
awesome.
so sick.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Those are all full frame lenses as well.
So they do extend too. Yeah, they are full frame. They do extend when you focus.
It's the same design. They copied, a lot of those, like you said, a lot of those lenses are the same exact design as these
They
Contax
are
Zeiss
absolutely.
ones.
I mean, they just did them
Yeah.
again. That's all they
Yeah.
did. Yeah. I declicked, but really, don't declick unless it's not. Don't worry about it.
It
It's
doesn't
good.
matter
Are you ever gonna like change the aperture during a
while
shot?
you're shooting. Right,
There's
right,
some
right.
times when you need to, but they're so rare. I can't even imagine it being a thing. Let's just do ISO. Just change the ISO.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
for people that don't know what declicking is, well, for people that have never done any manual modding to your lenses, these screws are old as shit. You will probably strip the shit out of the screw, and then you'll never get the screws out.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful with shit.
Yeah,
You can totally fuck up the lens. I also, so yeah, then I have like this like Nikon Nikkor 85 millimeter. It sucks. I got the Helios. I actually do throw this on sometimes.
the Helios. I should
The
put my
Bokeh,
Helios out.
the Bokeh King.
You bought me my Helios, bro. I have mine.
I remember. It fits on full frame. It covers full frame. It looks amazing. The bokeh in it. It's an old Soviet lens.
Oh, it's on my camera.
If you want to have some fun, with an old vintage lens, buy this thing.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cool.
a.
I put this on the Fuji all the time with the.
It's
with
really
the,
cheap too. I showed you this, right?
so cheap, so cheap. Yeah, that's dope. Nice.
That's their logo that I found
Is that
at the top.
that top logo? That's an awesome logo.
Their weird ass old ass logo.
That's a cool logo, dude.
Crazy, dude.
Anyway, so that's my kit. I also have so I'm shooting on the 18 millimeter right now. 18
Oh, you're shooting
millimeter,
on an 18 millimeter.
18 millimeter f 3.5, which is weird. It's a weird.
Yeah, I was deciding between the 18 millimeter Contax Zeiss or this 21, but
What's the f stop on that 18?
it's a f4.
Yeah, mine's a
which-
3.5. This one right
Yeah.
here is a 3.5. Wait.
I got reeled in because everything you read about the reviews, the 21 is one of them ones,
They have a
It's
name
one
for it
of
and
them.
everything.
Yeah, it's just like if you're gonna, it's a legendary, blah blah blah.
I didn't finish this. 35 f 1.4.
Wait, I thought you should. What was the first? What was the
That was
first one?
35 f2, but I got this one because
Oh,
I
I
wanted
see.
to shoot at night.
The upside down.
It
Yeah,
looks so good.
Those are
Yeah.
cool, man. Those are really cool. Hey,
Can I focus it? No. Yeah. This didn't come in the kit either. But anyway, yeah. can't get rid of these lenses. I don't think I'll ever be able to sell them.
There's no point.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with an extra couple $100 at this point?
That 25 millimeter is like $900. The 35
Oh,
is $600.
oh, that's pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
they can go towards
The 50
the
is 200. It's not even that much.
so
I already
it's like
sold. So I had the 100 and the 100. I had the 100,
Oh, so you did sell some.
and I sold it because the 100 extended so much I literally could not make it fit in my rig at the time.
It just wouldn't fit.
It just
You're
like would hit the
okay.
map. It just wouldn't work. So I just like I can't use this lens. It's too fucking weird. So I got rid of that one.
Okay. Cool.
Anyway, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we would do some more gear stuff. We haven't been doing like our own gear stuff, but that's always
No.
it's always super fun to do.
I love it.
Um,
I love talking about gear. But
I have
so
a
does
couple
everybody on the
questions
internet.
for you.
Yeah, hit me up.
Okay, I feel like we answered a lot most of these, but there's one in the there's one question here I want to see what your answer is.
Okay. Hold on.
Do you feel like a zoom lens's image quality just doesn't have much life compared to a prime lens?
I think I don't know. I think that prime lenses have I don't think that that's true anymore. I think that it used to be true. I think zoom lenses have come a long way.
Yeah, you think they're much better now than they ever were.
I kind of did some tests when I first got mine to find that exact question out. I set up me in a chair lit. I put on the zoom. I did all the different lengths, and then I checked them against my
Those
against
nice ones.
the Zeiss ones.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's a
Can't tell that much of a difference.
noticeable difference. I mean, maybe in the flares, which I wasn't testing.
Yeah, yeah.
The bokeh was a little different and maybe a little cooler on the primes because it was had a little more texture to it. The one on the zoom has a little less texture in the bokeh. But maybe that's better. Maybe some people like that. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's an interesting question. I like my zoom that I bought.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just it has nothing. Like all it does is capture. Like it doesn't. But that's like you're saying, this is a pretty old zoom on here. You know what I mean? Like, I would be interested in testing that zoom out versus these primes to see if we can see if there's a big difference because
We
I
could
feel
do
like
we
I
could
feel
do
like
more in-depth testing too, you know? Like
yeah.
different situations.
Because like when you read about these primes, right, everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's got this fucking, it looks so cool. It's got this look of blah blah blah." But it's also like, okay, but if I buy a $3,000 lens, will it really not be as nice as a $300 lens? You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like there is something to a price point. Like you're not gonna be like if you bought a $3,000 lens and it wasn't better than all these old vintage lenses, you're gonna be like, why did I just spend $3,000 on this fucking zoom lens? You know,
I mean,
like
I'll say there's no doubt that this lens is of good enough professional quality. Like, and it's weird because it's a cheap lens in like the real world of, you know, I showed you like those like other zooms
just
that are
like cinema
30
zoomies. Yeah, cinema zoomies.
$30,000 lenses and shit. It's like, or $100,000 lenses. It's like this lens is like cheap, but I think it works in professional settings. I think it looks pro. I don't think that anybody that's not a professional would be able to tell the difference.
No. It's also like we're in this age now where we can afford this stuff, right? Like anamorphic right now is so huge because we're actually getting lenses that regular people can afford to actually start shooting it, right? Like that's kind of Yeah.
Anamorphic is interesting. I have not dived into that. I've been curious, but
We've got the cameras that apparently do it some of the best. Our
yeah,
squeezes,
I
our
just
squeezes are good. Our
do I
D
want to get a
squeezing is good.
whole another set of lenses?
I feel like maybe renting one for a project would be a good start.
That would be the way to do it, probably. I don't know. So the problem I have with anamorphic is I feel like it's such a look.
It is.
Like it's so clear what you're doing, but maybe
Yeah.
that's just from somebody who knows what's going on. You know, like normal people don't notice.
People
that.
love that. People love weird looks, dude. They don't even
That's true.
they're not questioning, you know what I mean?
That's
I had
true.
this conversation with Britt the other day, like the smooth motion was on the TV and I was like, "Britt, we have to
Oh my
pause for a
God.
second."
I can't deal with that.
Yeah, I was like, "We have to pause for I have to go through the settings really quick." And I spent like 5 minutes going through the settings. And then I was like, and I played it, I was like, "See?" And she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
It looks the same.
I don't know why you just wasted my 5 minutes. Yes, exactly.
I have the same exact thing
not-
happen at a
and,
buddy's
like,
house. I was at a friend's house. I was like,
You're like,
and he's
"Why
like,
is
I
this
don't
not-"
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I feel like anamorphic is so like it's very stark, right? So it's like, oh, cool. That's very
But like nobody
and
notices it.
nobody notices. You know,
I
what
was
the, like,
pointing. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I think it's kind of cool that movies these days are just they're not even sticking with the same frame size anymore. Like during the movie, they'll swap
That's
the
true.
frame size now, and like sometimes it's just because, and sometimes it actually like does tell the story, help tell the story a little bit better and stuff like that. I think that's really cool.
I can't think of the instance, but I know there is one that's like very cool that it like comes close.
It's Waves,
closes
bro.
in or something.
Waves. You ever seen Waves?
No.
There's like a scene where like essentially like halfway through the movie they like the first half is like really tense about like this tense kid, and then like halfway through the movie it goes to the other character and she's more like open, and like the frame is like much more open, so everything's more like wide and like it's not so tight and like tightening like
It's
'cause-
cool.
yeah, really cool. But IMAX obviously is like the other one where it's like, oh, big frame IMAX and then regular and then big frame
Yeah.
IMAX for the big scenes and then
I heard they do that in the new Mission Impossible movie. I was
Final
reading
Destination 5 did it as well.
I was reading an article about how that movie kind of sucks. But anyway,
Yeah.
Final
Cool.
Destination 5. Wow, did they
Six.
they kill them with the IMAX camera?
Yeah. It was awesome. Best one, probably.
You thought it was the best one?
Probably the best one. If you don't take
They're shooting it
one,
on IMAX. That's ridiculous. That's
if you
ridiculous.
don't take one as like because it's origin first one, blah blah blah. If you take all that out of it, like let's just go with like what this whole thing is about: stupid deaths, like ridiculous.
dumb shit death.
This is the best one. This is the best one.
I can't believe they shot it on IMAX, dude.
It's IMAX. I went and saw it in IMAX. I
That
was
blows.
like, whoa.
That blows my mind. I cannot believe.
They don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, everybody's shooting IMAX.
Yeah.
Anyway, so thanks for joining.
Yeah. Thanks. It was probably a pretty
That's the
long
kid.
one, but
That was a really long one, but that's fine.
That's okay.
What do I
Who
care?
cares?
But this doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? We do this as an exercise in narcissism. Not, we don't care.
I own all this stuff. I paid for this stuff.
We don't
I
care
have
if
this
you
stuff.
watch it or if you.
I have this.
I'll go 3 hours on all the stuff I own.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us.
I think I'm gonna cut to the intro again to take
Oh yeah,
us out.
yeah. Do it again. Okay. Bye.
Bye.